What's up, guys? So, I had this idea for a new kind of series I'm going to do where I'm just going to do completely unedited, raw cookup videos. And the reason why is because I get so stuck in the creative process, like that it just makes it so I don't make any content at all. Like, I overthink my videos, I overthink everything I post. And, like, I just decided, why not just put out something that's just like raw and unfiltered and just do a video where I'm just cooking up and it's kind of like we're kicking it in a room together. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna be talking as I make the beat, talking about whatever. It's almost kind of like a pseudo like podcast because I'm gonna be posting these every day. And yeah, I'm making a beat and you can watch the process, but it's also like I'm also talking about some stuff or like whatever comes to my mind. I might, talk about some stuff. So that's what I wanted to do. Again, just like the opposite of overthinking, just do it and not worry about editing or like, did I say the wrong thing there or whatever. And yeah, I'm gonna try to do it every day if I can. And I'm making beats anyway, so like, why not film it and put out the process and just kind of put out some content for you guys. So that's what we're doing today. Nothing crazy, just making a beat. Again, not gonna overthink it, not gonna try to make any certain type of beat. I'm just gonna be cooking up whatever I want. So I have Mixed and Key here. If you're not hip to Mixed and Key, usually it's a program for DJs when they're preparing like a set list before they DJ so that you know what songs blend into each other. That's what like this wheel here is, and you can mix songs together as a DJ easier. But Taz actually put me onto this. He started using it for loops because it sorts all your loops. Like, I have my entire loop catalog in here, most of it. As you can see, I have a lot of loops. I have 90,000 something loops. So Taz put me onto that, and it's super convenient because, in FL Studio, instead of just going through the browser and clicking random loops, this sorts it, and honestly, it allows me to pick loops that I probably wouldn't have picked otherwise just going through my browser. So yeah, and it helps me come up with ideas as I'm just playing through these random loops. If one sounds fire, then I just drag it in and use it. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna play through some loops, random. I'm just gonna pick a key. As you can see, it sorts it by key right here. So let's just do, I'm just gonna pick a random key. Let's do E minor. And then I'm just gonna go through loops and I'm just gonna pick one that I think sounds fire. And I'll definitely do from scratch cookups on this series, but I'm just showing my raw unfiltered process, and to be honest with you, I use a lot of loops. That's just what it is. So I'm not gonna try and like do things I wouldn't normally do just to appease the camera. I'm not trying to do all that. So I'm using loops. That's what I typically do, and that's what I'll be doing for a lot of the videos. Yeah, I'm just cooking up, man. So let's see what we get. Again, I'm not really trying to make like any certain type of beat. So I'm just letting whatever random loop I click on kind of dictate the vibe. So I fuck with this one. I like this one a lot. So I'm going to drag it in. It's an MP3. So I always make sure that I cut out that little bit of silence that's in the beginning of an MP3. A lot of people don't realize that there's a little bit of silence added to an MP3 file, and it can definitely throw off like the timing of your beat. So always make sure that you're doing that. Let's put it on the correct BPM, and I got a clap in here, but I might change it. Let's just see how it sounds. Yeah, we're definitely going with a different clap. So, I kind of started with a two-step, but then I like to go back in and tweak it and just kind of create the bounce from there. Sometimes a two-step is all you need, honestly. Like, you don't need to do much more beyond that. Just depends on the loop and just what mood you're in. And today I'm just feeling like adding some extra little stuff to it. I feel like when I'm making beats, they're always evolving. Like, any decision I make on here is never set in stone. Like, I'm constantly going back, changing stuff. Like right now, for example, I want to change the clap. Again, oops, I hate when I do that. What the heck happened? Here we go. And I just change out the sounds as I go. I kind of mix it as I go. Like I said, everything's fluid. Like, nothing's set in stone that I do. Just constantly evolving as I'm making the beat. I really love putting open hats at the beginning of each like bar. I just feel like it's like a punctuation, like it just makes it hit harder when it comes back around to that one. May even go a little bit further and have it kind of add to the bounce by adding more of them. That loop's hard. The second part right there goes hard. It's crazy. Okay, so now obviously the loop has some bass in it, so I'm going to filter that out. Alright, now I'm just going to find an 808 that I like. Let's see. Where is it? This kit has some good 808s for sure. the new FL update is fire. How it has this snap to scale, but it drives me crazy when I have it on and I don't realize. And then yeah, it's kind of annoying sometimes, I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah, I like how this feels. I like how the 808 pattern goes at the end. It just gives it a cool feeling. All right, what else should we add? Let's kind of mess with the arrangement a little bit, and I think that'll inspire some like more things that I can add. Let's see here. I'm just gonna listen through the loop and kind of figure out how I want to structure it. Gotta make that 808 cut off in the end. pitch this one down. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm gonna automate the high pass. Let's see. Yeah, that feels nice. Okay. So I'm gonna do like a shorter intro, cause I feel like now with beats you can't be having too long of an intro for it to get to the drums to drop and stuff. Because when you're playing beats for artists like in the studio or whatever, you don't want it to take too long. So usually I'll do no intro or a shorter intro, like a half intro. I think that's what I'll try to do on this one. Chop this up so we can bring this over here. And let's see how this feels. Oh, the drums split by channel. Get these in here, and then I'll do a little bit of drum arrangement. Yeah. And then I'll just play it and kind of take out things as I hear it. Yeah, I don't really like how the intro feels like that, so I'm just gonna leave it so it just drops. And then to kind of help that transition, I'm going to pull back some of the drums from the last part of the hook. So there's a little bit of a pause, and that helps it transition back to like less things going on. Yeah, fuck with that. That's hard. Okay. So now we're just going to repeat the arrangement and then do a little outro, which is usually just, for me, this first part of the verse just with no drums. Because that's usually like the most chill part of the beat, so it works well for our outro. And like this. Fire. Okay, now we're just going to quickly mix it. And it's like to add a soft clipper and then a limiter. And then we're going to, I like to go up here to the macros, select unused channels. There's none. Purge unused audio clips. There's none. Just to make sure, you know, the project's clean before I bounce it to the mixer. I guess not bounce it. Bounce it isn't the right word to use, but before I link everything to the mixer. Okay. And now I'm just going to do a quick mix. Yeah. I'll do a little riser. Just feels like it needs something. I don't always put a riser. Sometimes the beat just kind of is good without one, but I'll add one and kind of make it a little more subtle by turning it way down and see how that sounds. And then one more thing I wanted to add to kind of spice up the second part of the hook is just this pattern but higher pitch. So I'm gonna pitch it up a whole octave and see if that kind of helps it feel different. All right, this shit turned out hard. I really like the beat. I don't really know who I'd hear it for, so let me know if you hear it for a specific artist, and maybe I'll try and send it to them. But I hope you guys like this style of video, just raw, unedited, me just cooking up. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna try to do one of these every day, so I hope you fuck with them. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Peace.